Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into Bell Collective. Let's go. So we start off back where we left off. And Letitia has got so Gucci to come back into the room. And she wants the ladies to know that she has put a trip together to go to New Orleans. Now, what Marie wants to know is Antoinette invited? So after Marie asked that question, Antoinette was like, respectfully, Letitia, you are full of it. Like, I don't even, like, she really has something on her heart for Letitia, and she really wants to get it out. Like, it's not even matching or flowing at this point. So Letitia's like, I was about to invite you, but you are full of it too. And then it was a lot of words. Letitia got up and asked Antoinette to leave. Antoinette was like, my pleasure. I don't know what Gucci is trying to ask her at this point. But then, so then they all in the doorway. Production has come into the doorway. I think this is production right here, right? Then you hear Letitia say, do not put your hands on me. So I don't know at this time if Antoinette is trying to come back into the fold. This may not be a good look for her. Akeisha has reiterated that she's about to get ready to go home to her kids. So then Antoinette and Latrice, so Gucci, Akeisha, they go outside. And Antoinette says what's wrong with the collective is Letitia Pearson. So Letitia's on the inside boo-hooing because she's like, she loves all the ladies and she just wants the ladies to get along, right? So at that point, Tambra's like, the problem is we can't go forward. Then she asks Marie, let's sit down and talk this out. So Maria's like, I didn't really think about you in that situation. I was like, let's go talk to the guy. When in actuality, she probably should have talked to Tambra. But it was Tambra for me. Tambra is in here, and I think she is genuinely trying to give it the college try and listen. But they did get up. They went outside. They had another conversation off camera. And it seems that Marie understood. So maybe they're in a better place. So JJ has invited the guys for a guys' day at Dee's baby's father's barbershop. They got a pool table, all that kind of stuff in there. JJ's getting the line up and the men are on the way. Child, so all the men are here together, right? So JJ's like, I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Like, what's going on with you? Are you here, Glenn? Glenn said, no, I'm on some entrepreneurial stuff, right? Then Willie, he is pissed at Willie because Willie did not support him in his rap career. I'm so glad that he decided to do something else because this was not it. But Glenn went on to let Willie know that he made a mockery of him, right? Because Willie was like, don't let my comment stop your dreams. So immediately he got a little defensive. He's like, you ain't stopped SHIT, right? And then Cliff got into it. So then Glenn is like, it seems like Willie thinks he's more than us, right? And then Cliff said, I think you act more like a woman. I feel like it's some jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Willie has his life together. He is very respectful to his wife. And then you have these two. Then Willie's like, ain't no B in my blood, right? Then Cliff is like, something about baloney. And then Willie mentions the hue of Cliff's outfit, right? But then Cliff throws little subtle shade at JJ. Like, it's a lot of stress between these men. Child, and JJ said we need to have the men on the podcast, right? Cliff is a man that speaks his mind. We know that. Cliff is like, I can't get down with y'all like that. And then Willie's like, well, we sit here talking and drinking. He said, I'm drinking because I'm around you. Then, one thing about it, like Willie is real quick with it, right? He got the jokes. And I don't think Cliff can really handle the jokes. And he's calling him Pinky and housewife and telling him to go pick the kids up. Then Glenn just bursts out and says, I don't like you, Willie. It don't get any clearer than that. And then he says, it's F you and JJ right now. Like, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? Child, let's keep going. So Latrice is here for a voters benefit event, right? And I really hate that the girls don't show up because only Selena and Tambra came. But as they're sitting down talking, they're talking about the New Orleans trip. Tambra said that Damon is not going to be able to come because he's got to work. And then there's the baby. Latrice is like, I need y'all to be here. And Selena is like, I don't know if I'm going. So we'll have to see. So Marie has come over to Letitia's and Glenn, and she's telling them how someone pop out her house, right? And they showed like how the people were running back and forth in the neighborhood. And Letitia offered her home to Marie and her family because Marie says she just can't go back there. And you can understand that. But baby, Letitia told Glenn to go get them a fruit tray. And when Glenn came out with these pineapples that's $5 at Kroger, I was like, Glenn, you gonna have to do better. But he did put it on a plate, so kudos to you, Glenn. One thing about it, these two are going to be there for each other. They may fall out a little bit, but they always come together. And Marie's like, I haven't done anything to anybody to make them want to do this to me. And I hope that Marie is in a safe situation. Let's keep going. So Dee comes over, so Gucci's daughter, and they're talking about like her situation because she's had some dark days. And she said she just is lost and she doesn't know what to do, why she's in the same place she's been in 2 years. And so Gucci let her know that, you know, it was really heartbreaking when she got the phone call. Dee had dropped the baby off over to the other grandmother's home, and she was just worried about her daughter. JJ was like, look, don't let anything happen to you or anything like that because I got to deal with So Gucci. And then, so she's going to have her party over there, and they talked about Star coming for the birthday party and getting everything together. So they're really rallying behind Dee right now, and I love to see that. Dee said it's been really hard co-parenting with the child's father. We saw him at the barbershop a few seconds ago. She said that sometimes it can get really dark with it, but she's not where she was. So I hope that everything is working out for her. So when it comes to Sanjay and the twins, Dee was like, she does feel like they need to have a conversation, but right now it may not be the thing to do. She said she knows that she had disrespected JJ in the past, and of course they didn't like that. So I really hope that they can get this thing together. So JJ and Willie have a podcast, and their wives have joined them. They had a really good conversation. And then after the taping, they were talking about the trip to New Orleans. So Willie gets to talking about the conversation that he had with Cliff and Glenn invited him on the trip. Akeisha was like, I talked to Selena, and Selena doesn't know if she's going. But Gucci was like, I want to go and have a good time, so I can't wait to see this trip. So honey baby, Ari is celebrating her birthday. Gucci is throwing the party. Ari's got so big and she's so beautiful. Star has come over and she's brought her baby to the birthday party. I think this is so sweet. You know, Star has a little girl now, but this is so sweet. Then JJ tells Ari to say hi to Jay. She's like, hey, Jay, the sweetest little voice. The ladies come over. They bring their kids, except for Tambra. Letitia even brought Josh. Marie even brought Zuri. Why wouldn't you bring baby London to the baby birthday party? So the ladies have a moment, and Letitia is talking to Tambra about hosting the brunch. She said she would host it, and Letitia said, can you please unblock me? And then she tells them, because she said this is a safe space, that they found something in her breast. And Tambra let her know that she's had a couple of those biopsies, so it's nothing she should be worried about. So that may have eased Letitia's stress a little bit about that. And I thought that was really good. And Marie and Tambra are sitting on the couch together. So Gucci is letting the girls know how Dee was. She was at a bridge, everything that happened with her. Dee comes in, they rally around her. Marie talks about her situation, and she lets Dee know that she's there for her. So also, Gucci was like, with the Selena situation, she said she should have met her in a different way. So I feel like things are coming together. So Clifford showed up to Letitia's job unannounced. Because Glenn feels like he can't get through to Letitia, he thinks subtitles is going to get through to her. Then he gets over here and finds out Glenn has not shared anything with Letitia.